Hey guys, my name is Victor and I'm going to start out with this. Once you replace negative thoughts with positive thoughts, you'll start having positive results. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to overcome procrastination, how to kick procrastination in the ass. So if you've been procrastinating about things that you know that you should do or should have done, this video is for you. Come on, let's go. A lot of us have had to procrastinate at one point in time or the other in our lives. And for most of us who have goals or targets that we want to meet, this might bring about a setback because we are avoiding doing those important things that we need to do in order to meet our targets. Even for important things, we still procrastinate. I don't know about you guys, but I know that at a point in time in my life, even when I had to prepare for an exam, I kept on putting off reviewing until the night before the exam, in the worst case scenario, right? Or probably I need to get some job done and I'm gonna wait until the day before I need to submit this stuff before I start doing it. So probably for some of us at different points in time in our life, we've had to procrastinate for one reason or the other. So procrastinating is not a crime, it is not a sin, but at the same time, we know that time is limited. And so we should try to make sure that every single minute or every single hour of the day is spent on doing something productive. And if we have targets that we want to meet, targets that we set for ourselves, then we should try to make sure as possible that we avoid procrastinating so that we don't miss out on fulfilling our short-term or medium-term or long-term target. Sometimes if we get successful, maybe by doing some certain things, we tend to relax and forget about taking the next step in order to make us grow. And when we do that, because of that little success going into our heads, and we start to do shit because we feel like, okay, this little that we already have is enough for us. Now, it can also tend to make us procrastinate. So even if you set targets and you're able to meet a short-term target, don't let the success of meeting that short-term target get to your head. Instead, you appreciate yourself. Probably you need a little bit of celebration, but at the same time, you get to work. You hit the medium-term target, and you still continue until you get to the long-term target. And even at the end of the day, there's still, if you realize that there's still things that you can add to these targets to make sure that you boost yourself even beyond the limit that you set for yourself, then you should go ahead to do it. Okay, so in today's video, we're gonna find out why we procrastinate and also how we can kick procrastination in the ass. Because for those of us who are entrepreneurs who really want to be successful and who really want to be punching the targets right on time, we need to deal with this shit. So before we dive right into how to kick procrastination in the ass, how to overcome procrastination, then we should know the reasons behind why we procrastinate. It could be because we're afraid of failure, or probably because we're too lazy to get shit done, or probably because we feel like this shit is going to be too time consuming, or probably because it is something that we have to do, not because we enjoy it. We find out that we find ourselves having to do this shit. Or number 5, we totally have no idea on how to do it and we are too lazy to get our ass off our bed to find out how to do this shit. Reason number 1, we are afraid to fail. We feel that people are going to laugh at us if we fail to achieve what we want to achieve. We feel that all eyes are on us, and so we procrastinate so that we don't fail, and by not doing it in the first place, we do not fail. That is a way to escape from our own responsibilities. But the thing is this, who told you that failure is the last destination or the final destination? The funny thing about our society is that our society keeps programming us not to fail and entirely started to hate failure. It makes failure to be this kind of ugly monster that we should be totally afraid of. But the reality is this: sometimes we set out to do something and it might not work out, or even if it works out, maybe not work out the way that we wanted. That is life. We should learn to program our mind to see failure for what it is: an opportunity to learn, an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to overcome your limitations. Sometimes it's all in the mind. Okay, if you see yourself as a loser, as a failure, then you have failed. Then you're a loser because you're the one that said that or prophesied that into your own life. But if you see yourself as a success, even when you fail, you know that this is just the tip of the iceberg. You still have a good opportunity to achieve even something greater. So the important thing is this: we need to redefine our concept of failure. By recognizing failure for what it is and not being afraid of it, is going to help us overcome this evil and negative habit of procrastinating. Okay, like I said, for some of us, I know that we've tried some things and it did not fall through. Even me, I also had that situation where I tried to do some side hustles. It didn't go the way I wanted it to go. And what I just had to do at the end of the day was try to find out more things about how to do this kind of thing better. I had to seek out some mentor to train me, to help me understand what to do in order not to make some certain mistakes again, and in order to even do better than I originally set out to do. And it worked out even better than I planned it originally. So for most of us, when we come across such situations, let's recognize failure for what it is. Don't be afraid of it, and trust in yourself. You're not a loser, you're a winner. You just have to think about it to see it. The second reason why we procrastinate is that we're afraid that such a thing is going to take too long. For some of us, we would rather chew nails and eat eggshells rather than get this shit done when it needs to be done. Now, I know that many of us have had to go through this kind of situation whereby we look at something and we have this overactive or overhyped imagination, a sense that this is going to take us a million years to complete. Meanwhile, it's just going to take an hour or even 30 minutes to complete. But you know, for a lot of us, if it requires that we don't get shit done and we get results, we would take that option. But unfortunately, life is not like that. You need to get shit done to get results. Even if you have faith, you need to do the work. That is how life works. Okay? So in this kind of situation, what can you do? If you see yourself in a situation where you think that doing this is going to take too long, now imagine this kind of case whereby this thing is something that you have to do, and so because you haven't done it, it still keeps on cropping up in your mind when you're eating, when you're with your friends, when you're about to do something good with your girl, and it keeps on popping up in your head. Now, wouldn't you rather just do it and let it be done and get your shit in your life back together than keep having it pop up in your head at the worst set of moments? So what are you afraid of? Get the shit done, let it be done. Just take out an hour or 30 minutes or even at most 2 hours, get it all done, finish it up, and at the end of the day, you'll be happier for it. I know one time I had to mark some papers and create a syllabus for some students. And at first, I was like, this is going to take a ton of hours to do. But at the end of the day, I just made myself bring out a laptop, did the thing in under 10 minutes. 10 minutes. And I was just like, wow, you know. So for many of us, we also have that shit whereby our mind tends to over exaggerate things when it's not necessary to do so. So if you have shit that you need to do, get it done, especially if it's something that you know that you ought to do. Okay, you know it's so important that you know to do, even if you don't enjoy it, get it done and let you and know that you've already done it, so they can have some peace of mind to be able to execute other projects that are equally important. The third reason why we procrastinate is because we feel that we don't know how to do this particular thing. And so, why the hell should we do it? We don't know how to do it, so we don't do it, period. It will save us a lot of time and stress. But unfortunately, for those of us who are looking for ways in which to improve, enhance, and maximize the opportunities out there, we should know that learning is something that should be a part and parcel of our lives. It should be a habit that we should have as entrepreneurs and as any serious person that wants to make out something great of his or her life. So even if you don't know how to do something, then learn how to get it done. Several years ago, I didn't know how to ride a bike, and I kept up putting it off, and I found myself in a situation whereby every time my friends are going out, they like to take the bike to wherever they're going to, and I couldn't take the bike and I couldn't go along with them because I didn't know how to ride. At the end of the day, fortunately enough, I brought myself to meet my friends to teach me how to ride a bike. And after learning how to ride a bike till today, I can tell you that riding a bike is one of the most exciting things that I have ever learned and still do right till this day in my life. I love riding bikes to almost anywhere and everywhere. It is something that I kind of regret not learning early enough, knowing how to do. So, you don't know if this thing that you're so afraid to learn how to do, you might eventually enjoy doing it. Even if you don't enjoy doing it, one thing is that at the end of the day, you already know how to do it. The knowledge is not wasted. It is there. In the future, if you meet something similar, you know how to tackle it. So, why the hell should you be afraid to learn? Learn, it's important to you, and it might bring you, you might find yourself even benefiting from it when you do not even expect it. So, for those of us that have had to deal with the habit of procrastinating and we're able to overcome it, you can share with us in the comment section below on the tips and tricks that you use to overcome this crazy habit of procrastinating. And for the viewers who are able to watch this video and learn one or two things from the video, I hope you can hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification button to get greater content on how to repurpose your life as we go on this journey of self-discovery. Like I said, we're all in this together, okay? So if you want great content on how to kick your ass into moving in the right direction, then this is for you. I hope we can meet each other at the top. Peace out.